Hey, what's going on, guys? So everybody's laughing at me already. No, just kidding. Hey, we've got a great show together. Great show put together for y'all. I'm just talking bad. Hey, Gavino, how are you doing? He says, hello, Indio. Gavino Promotions tuned in. Team Margarita Fender, of course, Gavino. Hey, congratulations, bro. I see that you're up for those All-Star Awards, right? Yeah, congratulations to you, bro. Yeah, very, 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 very cool. Norma Salazar, how are you doing, sweetheart? Thank you so very much for joining us. I do appreciate you. Gigi, how are you doing? La Chicana Gigi Guerrero, you need to come on the show so that we can talk about your music. Saludos from Mission, Texas, of course, definitely. So let me go ahead. I'll tell you, it's going to be a great show. I say this is the hidden talent. I have no qualms, no shame in my game to admit that I had the biggest crush on this woman. She's married. Calm down. She's married. But I had the biggest crush on this woman. Great talent, unappreciated in my eyes. I think that she needed much more love than what she got. But anyway, with that being said, let me go ahead and bring in the one, the only Margarita Fender. Check it out. Hey, there's
Hi,
Margie. How are you doing,
I'm doing
girlfriend?
just fine. How are you? I love the graphics. I love your show. I'm excited to watch myself.
Yes. And people are like, you say that out loud. Yes, I do, because I can, because it's true. You know what? You, you're a beautiful woman, and there's no shame in saying that because you are a beautiful woman.
Oh, thank
But when you came out and you were singing, I was like, she needs this. There needs to be somebody behind her pushing her, you know. And you came at a very auspicious time. It
you.
talk about timing not working for you.
I jumped in. Now that I look back, I had no idea, right? But when I jumped in, it was like I don't know, the golden age of Tejano. I mean, everything. There were so many radio stations, Kakukuka, Kick
Yeah,
FM, KXTN, like in the bigger cities, right? And even KIWW here, Que Pasa, I mean, in the valley. It was just so saturated with such, I mean, it had the Tejano Music Awards were like 40,000 people that would show up. And it was just an amazing time, and I had the honor of living those times. I recorded my first and released my first CD with EMI Latin in '97. So it was, yeah, it was a different time, but I'm very grateful that I was able to live through that. I toured for about 12 years. Every single weekend. I mean, I was all over the place. Towards the end, I switched my music around to where I could expand and go all over the United States and even in Mexico. So, it was a wonderful time.
it was. And honestly, I was just like, I want where I was at. I was getting saturated with just the 10.
Mm.
we,
Yeah.
we
Well,
remember the
in
10.
the
There was
valley, it was
always,
like the 5.
yeah,
Over
there's
and
always,
over and over and over.
yes, there's always like, for me, it was the 10, other ones, it was the 8 and 5 over here. And, you
Yeah.
know, and I was like, no, I mean, I don't know. I mean, my first foyer into the TMA, the Tejano Music Awards, I was part of the crew that actually did the first simulcast on the internet of the Tejano Music Awards, by the way.
Wow.
Now, there was no other awards that ever done that. Not the Grammys, not the Oscars. Nobody had done that before. There was a group of us, 15 guys.
Mhm.
Of course, we were all nerds. We hooked it up. We ran cables. We went on the internet, and we had like, I don't know, it's like 116 countries. We
Wow.
had thousands of people on there, and people were coming off. The winners. They would do the media room, and then would come into the internet room, and they would sit beside me, and they would ask questions on the chat bot, and I would
Mhm.
answered, they would say, oh, well, answer this way. And I would type in the answers and everything else. And they were like, holy crap, you can type that fast? And I was like, yeah. But I mean, it was so crazy.
Yeah.
But I remember seeing you and I was like, where's this girl? Why don't I get to see her more? And then I bought your music and I had your music and I was just there comes a time when you appreciate music for what music is, and then you understand people's voices, and then you're like, you know what, she has much more ability. And then I saw you live once and I can't remember where it was, and I was like, man, this girl can sing. But you were given a lot of bubble gum at the beginning, it's just do another cumbia. And I was like, you didn't see her perform, she needs to sing some of that stuff, put it
Yeah.
on, and I was like, this is not cool for her. This is
And
not.
during the time, in that time, it was with EMI Latin. I had a five album recording contract, but during that time, there was so many changes happening to where Univision ended up either splitting up or taking over. I don't know what exactly happened.
They
It
took
was to
over.
the point to where at the end I was just doing my own independent record label because there was just so much going on. But at the time, I was also, like, for example, I started with Jimmy Gonzalez recording in San Antonio at Gilbert Velasquez's studio, very Tejano, very, like you said, bubblegum, cumbias, and all that. And then I switched over to the Cumbia King style because Cruz Martinez was my producer for the second CD. And so it had that flavor of the new, which was at the time, but the old style Cumbia King sound, and then it kept morphing. So I was actually just like finding my way. And because the way the industry was changing, I was, riding the wave, sort, because I was wanting to do certain things and picking different producers that would take me to where I needed to go, basically.
Yeah, and I think maybe that's I always warn artists about constantly changing because then your fans don't know who you are.
Right.
It's better to keep that that thing. I knew who you were. I could hear you. I could hear your voice, and I always wanted more from you.
Hmm.
I knew your music was good, and I was like, but I've seen you live, girl, and I was like, she needs to do she needs to do that. Where's
Hmm.
that at?
Yeah.
You were my Kiss. Kiss, when they first came out, they didn't release any records. They were selling out stadiums,
Hmm.
but they never had an album. But people recorded them. There was a guy who was a fan, and he recorded their live album, and they just took off. But it was because they had a great live show. And
Yeah.
then they only had like one hit song that they ever released, as a record, but they made millions just by being a live band, and it's you're I'm not going to say you're the opposite because your music is good on the radio, but your
But
live
the
show
live
was,
performance was a different story. Yeah.
yeah, it was a different story, and that was what sold me. And I was like, oh my gosh, he's
And you know
great.
what? And back then, the only way to get that experience of a live performance was to actually show up at the festivals or at the clubs or whatever. Because back then, I mean, it's kind of embarrassing to say, but there was no internet.
Yeah, well,
We
you know
barely started getting into that, but in the early like you were talking about streaming and all that. It
yeah, no, I
was
mean,
very primitive.
I tell people how I used to get on the internet, and they're like, "What?" It's like, "Yeah, I used to put my phone on a baud system, and it would connect." That's
Yes.
the way it was back then, And I mean, but it was just a great experience, And I just really appreciated all the hard work that you did, and you didn't get the recognition you deserve. That was the one thing that I wanted to impress on people is that you've always been a great singer. I've always recognized your talent. I've always recognized that. But I don't think you've gotten your kudos. I don't think you got your flowers ever. You needed to get your flowers because you've done so much. And when people are like, Margarita, and I was like, Margarita, dude. I mean, she's gorgeous. She's got a beautiful voice. She's got like this show, and people are like, who the hell are you talking about? And I was like, that's not fair.
Yeah.
It should be like, oh yeah, that's the way it should be. Ivan Guzman Silva, he says, hi, Margie. How are you
Hi,
doing?
Ivan.
There you go. I said Ivan. You said
all the way
Ivan.
from the
Okay.
956.
Yeah. Well, look, my good friend Janie Rios, how are you doing, sweetheart? Thank you so very much for joining us. She says hello from Conroe, Texas. Thank you so very much. I'm sorry I missed you. I was in San Antonio. I don't know if you came to San Antonio or not, but I'm sorry I missed you. Gil Jimenez, how are you doing, brother? Saludos, everyone. Bendiciones. Thank you so very much, Gil. I appreciate you, brother, for being here. Ford Maso Luis, he says, Saludos, Margarita Fender from Houston, Texas.
Wow, nice.
Ah, there you go. The Lone Meskin is in the house. He said, hello, everyone from Conroe, Texas, in the house. Sorry we missed you this week, past weekend, Lauren. I just said thank you for very much. I wanted to go out and eat with you guys. These are, he's his daughter, I mean, his granddaughter, the Lone Meskin, his granddaughter is the young 15-year-old girl, Ellie, that sings with, that is recording with Shelly Lattis. And so
Oh, okay, yes.
she's amazing talent, just wonderful. And I met her when she was like 12. And now I went to her quinceañera. I was like, oh my gosh, what happened you know how it is. Like, what happened with the time? Hey, what's up, guys? Saludos, Puro Pedo Talk Show. Hey, guys, let me know who's going to be on your show so that way we can share it, because y'all guys have a great show. If y'all ever have a Thursday evening open, go to check out Puro Pedo Show. My show's on here as well. But if my show isn't your flavor, Puro Pedo, they have a great show as well. Go check them out. They're definitely somebody that you want to see. And my good friend Borrado Lopez is in the house. He says, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Borrado is a DJ that's there in Houston, Texas. I always send him some music so that way he can help spread Tejano and keep Tejano alive, because the only way we can do it is together, for sure. And Gavino, of course, says, hi, Margarita.
Hi.
So you took some time off. I know you did. You took some time away, broke my heart, as you do, as all women do. I don't know why you
Sorry.
And then you came back and wrote a song for me that says "Mi fui sin decir adios,"
Me
which
fui
is
sin decir
no. So tell me about the song. What's up with the song?
So back then, I would record whatever I could get my hands on, pretty much, because there was just so many different songwriters and producers would receive songs, and he would just the producer would say, "Here, learn this song and let's record it." And so now, like you said, I did have a long hiatus for many many reasons. One was a spiritual journey that I was on. From 1996 to about 2012, I was in the Tejano industry every single weekend, performing and just doing traveling all over the U.S. and Mexico. And then one day I was introduced, or I was invited to go to a church retreat, and oh my God, that changed my life. Obviously, I wanted to sing different styles of music. I was also going through some personal, changes in my life, and so it was just the perfect time for me to just say, you know what, let me just start a reboot, reset, pray. What is it? Pray, eat, love type of a situation. And so when I did decide to come back, I wanted to sing something that was more positive, something that was inspiring, something borderline Christian, something that was going to glorify God and not just drinking or, bad situations that happen in people's lives, And so I went to one of my friend's house, and I met up with Lupe Sainz Jr. And he wrote a song called Quebrando Cadenas. I don't know if you've heard that one, but it was so special. It was so perfect for the time of what I was going through in my life. I was breaking the chains of a horrible marriage. I was, just wanting to start something fresh. And also it's borderline Christian, to where you're breaking the chains. Jesus is the chain breaker. And so that's what I was, so I ended up recording that one. You can check that one out. You can find it on Spotify, YouTube. It's with Lupe Sainz Jr. It's called Quebrando Cadenas. So now I'm just recording songs that appeal to me, songs that, like I said, if it falls under like a love song, if it falls under an inspirational song, borderline Christian song, I'm all for it. I also recorded a song called No Sé Por Qué. That one is also Christian. That one's very Christian because it talks about, like, it's about no sé por qué I don't remember the lyrics, but it talks about how God even why did he even look at me, right? I mean, you got to look
Yeah.
for that song. And then going into Piquito de Oro is a happy-go-lucky love song, dedicated to my Piquito de Oro. And then going back into this song that we just released called Me fui sin decir adios. That song is very it's I mean it's a long story, but it really aligns with what happened in my life. It's and it kind of it what that song is about is you left or you broke up with somebody that you regret leaving, and so that's kind of like she's saying, I'm sorry that I left, but I promise you that if we get back together, that things are going to be great again. So that's what that song is about.
Lies. It's always lies. I've heard that story before. No, just
But
kidding.
it's true. It's true.
You women are, you know what? When I was in high school, I was young and dating and everything else. There was a reason I stayed away from Latinas because y'all girls are crazy. You know, I'm I, I'm married now to a Latina, but I overlooked that Latina quota because there was a time where I was like, oh, okay, because where I went to school, there was just Hispanics and white people. And I was ostracized because I was Native American. So the Hispanics, they didn't like me because I didn't speak Spanish, and they were like, and I was like, I don't know what they're saying. And then the white people didn't like me because I was Mexican to them, and so I lost either way. But then, soon, I grew up and, I played football and then, oh my God, he plays football. And then I ended up dating, but I was mostly dating white girls. But I dated a Mexican and she was crazy. And so I was like, nope, never again.
You love her crazy. Just admit it.
No, I was like, hell no, they crazies girls. But now it's a different story.
Yeah.
I appreciate all women for who they are, by the way. In my culture, as natives, we are a patriarchal system, matriarchal system rather. You know, that's why we call it Mother Earth. Women are the center of what we have, No man walks this earth without a woman. You should respect all women as you should respect everyone.
Mm-hmm.
But the woman is key. She gives everything up for you, but
Mm-hmm.
what she gives you in return is so much more. You give a woman some food, she will make you a meal. You give her some love, she will give you a family. There's this wonderful trade-off that comes along with it. And so you have to respect the woman that loves you because it's voluntary. It's not. We have this misunderstanding excuse me, this misunderstanding, like, you have to because you love me. There's no such thing. I do because I love you.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing. Your power ends at the tip of your nose. You
Mm-hmm.
have no other control. I do because I love you, and that's it. And that's what we should that's how we should treat each other, with respect and dignity and love.
And that's
And
why once you find love, it's that much more important to keep it.
hmm yeah,
Yeah.
and that's why I don't have fear to say that I had a crush here or I love that or anything, because I'm confident in who I am. I can
Mhm.
say that's a handsome man and that's a beautiful woman because I know who I am. I don't
Yeah.
have any fear of anything.
Mhm.
David Vela is in the house, by the way. David Vela, he says, hello, my friend Indio. Oakland is watching. David Vela is our resident artist. He is the Centurion in the miniseries The Chosen on Netflix. So
Oh
if you
wow.
get a chance, go watch that
Huh?
show. Put up a stars,
I'm
a
a
thumbs
fan.
up. Yeah, put up a thumbs up. Put up a say you love it, so that way we can keep David working. By the way,
Yes.
if you watch the entire series, he's also like the father of the bride that's getting married. He's got other parts in the series, but David's awesome. Thank you very
Wow.
much for being here. And his daughter is a wonderful artist. She does regular paintings, but she also does on a side hustle. She does the window thing. The window artist. That's very hard to do. and she does a great job. So if you need somebody, let me know, and I'll put you in touch with David's daughter, so that way she's a terrific artist and she does some great work. So there you go. With that, B says, "Hey, Indio is on Roku." Yes, I am on Roku TV, so go check it out. We're at 57,000 subscribers. We need more, so go ahead and jump in there. There you go. And then let's see here. Lisa Trevino, how are you doing, girlfriend? She says, "Hello, Indio, and everyone tuning in. Saludos desde Pearsall, Texas." I don't know where Pearsall is. I don't know
My
where
accordion
Pearsall
player's from Pearsall.
is. There you go. She's got an accordion player because Pearsall is like around the corner. I know. I have no idea. Hey, shout out from DFW. It's Tejano time. What time is it? It's Tejano time. There you go. You had you were on their show not too long ago.
Yes. Hi.
He came and snuck you away during the radio gala. You remember? And you were doing your little thing, and he came and, oh, dude, you were not cool, man. I wanted to talk.
There's enough of me to go around.
It's true, but that's not cool. He's my good friend, buddy. He's from DFW, a wonderful guy. He's got a show on Tuesday. Let us know who you got on Tuesday, brother, tomorrow. Cristelina Vallejo, she says, "Hello, Margie. Mateo and I send you hugs and lots of love."
My comadrita.
Your comadrita. Yeah, I'll get it out. Comadrita. I really do. I do know 7 languages. I really do. And apparently I don't know signs. I was at the hotel room and they have like this arrow, enter there, like enter this way. And I wasn't paying attention. I just walk into the door. And I was like, I walk in and then I was like, oh my God. And then I go in through the sliding door and I'm laughing. And the lady, she's sitting there. She's like, she smiles at me and I'm like, I've got 4 college degrees and I speak 7 languages, but apparently I don't speak arrows because I just walked into that door. And I was like, we all have our bad days. NDOs, don't say anything bad about the ladies. They will get you the chancla on you. I don't say stuff that's bad. So, but no, it's good that you are doing what you're doing. Let's go ahead and take a listen to the music real quick. Hold on. Gracie is the best. Yes, she is. And Lawrence is lucky. Yes, I am. Shout out to Gracie. And I don't think she's listening. She's like fans with other people, but she doesn't follow me. What the hell? I love the lesson of the day. I don't have a lesson of the day today. I wonder, are you listening, Alfredo Rios? I guess it's because of the female comment. Hey, Vivian Chavez. She says, "Hello, Indio. How are you doing, sweetheart? What is the lesson of the day? Do you have a lesson of the day? What's a good topic that we could cover? Because I like to give out information. What is knowledge if you don't have anything to share it with, right?" Roger and Jalen Yana says, "Hello, everyone. Saludos, Indio. How are you doing, buddy? Thank you so very much for being with us." And Buddy says that Tejano Outlaw Band with Mark Flores is our guest tomorrow. So be watching them at 8 o'clock tomorrow. So definitely somebody that you want to check out. Yesterday, let's see here. I'll come up with something. I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and listen to Te Juro. Te Juro, because that's my favorite song. I said that before. Me fui sin dolor, sin dolor.
Me fui
sin. There you go. See, you make me nervous, woman. You make me nervous. You shouldn't. After this, we'll talk about, because you're also like you're like a realtor.
Yes, I am.
And she's a competitor. She's coming after me. She's coming after me. What? Yes, like after me. Oh my goodness. Me fui sin decir adios. Margie Fender. That's the one and only Margarita Fender right there. I'm Indio here on QVO Radio. Check it out.
mi culpa es sufrir este dolor. Mi ignorancia fue el error que demoró nuestro amor. Te hizo mal, lo sé muy bien, perdóname mi amor. Pero si vuelves otra vez, te juro yo, nada será igual. Porque solo me engaño, decir que no extraño el sentir de tu piel, tus caricias de miel. Me pongo a fingir tenerte junto a mí, me hace falta tu amor. Porque solo me engaño, decir que no extraño el sentir de tu piel, tus caricias de miel. Me pongo a fingir tenerte junto a mí, es tu calor que hace falta en mi corazón. Porque me fui sin decir adiós.
Yay! Woohoo! I love the song. See, that's a good song. See what I was saying. Uh, that
You know
was the
what?
lesson of the day. Women would you rather do it without them? What would you do without them? I don't know. Women are so wonderful, even though they're the larger of the population. This is true. But did you know, and I don't know if, well, I think I've said this before. I'm not sure if I did, but genetically, up until the fifth week, all people are women. When you're in the womb, everyone is a woman until the fifth week. That's when the Y chromosome comes along. That's
That's
when
very
males are determined. Yeah. That's why women, there are more women on the planet than there are men.
mm.
It's all part of our DNA. That's how come it's so easy to gain weight, by the way. It's because of DNA. Because
And burgers and tacos and
well, I mean, obviously that has something to do with it, but in reality, when you know, back when we were hunter gatherers, when we were, living on the savannah, and everything else, if your body would not be able to store fat, then you could not live through the lean years, then you would die off. So the people that were able to store fat the fastest and hold on to it the longest were the ones that survived the most. And so that's why it's easy for it's genetic, it's part of our genes. That's where we can gain fat really easily because of that.
Mhm.
So I'm sorry guys, it's part of the genes, bro. That, and plus now we eat bad food. We should go back to food that we should have back in the day. Danny Noyola, and here I am
Hi,
preaching.
Danny.
Danny Noyola, saludos amigos en Dio, and my amiga Margie Fender de parte de Alma y Danny Noyola de Corpus
De
Christi.
corpitos.
Yeah, that's what he told me. He said I have to say Noyola like that, so that way I'll get it right every time.
Yeah, yeah.
There you
Saludos
go.
to all of the Miller Bucks.
Definitely. Gracie says, I'm listening to the show, but also watching The Chosen supporting our artists. There you go. Definitely. She's been on a bender, on the Chosen bender. Jerry Aguagate Yanes says, awesome, Margie Fender. Hey, how are you?
He's the songwriter for that song that we just heard.
I know. That's
Yes.
that's why I was like, hey, see, we get all the fancy people. Namas, girl, you bring everybody. George Vences says, hey, question, Margarita Fender. Freddie Fender had to overcome significant hardships early in the career to achieve stardom. But how has his story of resilience inspired you in your own career? Freestyle Cartel in the building. That's a great question, by the way. We're going to tie that. You are Freddie Fender's niece. For those that don't know, which, by the way, I did meet Freddie way back when, and it was just
Really?
a handshake. I just said hello, and that was it. But I've always admired, but I did not know he was Hispanic.
Because
That
of
never.
because of his afro or what?
No, it wasn't a thing for me. I didn't realize that it was such a big thing of what your
Ethnicity.
yeah, ethnicity was. It was just like he's the wasted days guy.
Yeah.
Who cares, you know? But people
Kind of like
made it.
Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey, what is she? Black or is she white? What is she? You know, we didn't know.
Yeah,
We didn't care. She sounded awesome.
she sounded awesome, but her parents are from Venezuela, and so and they both speak Spanish, and that's all they speak, and it's a
Wow,
Latin country, but she's black,
that's crazy.
according to her. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. That's I don't know.
I don't argue because normally you go by your father. What is your father?
Hmm.
So anyway, question of the day: how does that inspire you? That's a good question, by
So,
the way.
so it is very inspiring because it shows me that you fall down and you get up, and it's about not giving up. It's about being fluid. It's about being versatile. It's about being, finding your way until you finally um, make your way or make your mark in either the music industry or in people's lives. It's everybody has a different journey, and so to me, it's taught me that what, maybe I had a bump in the road or two bumps in the road or three bumps, but if I keep, poking at it, if I keep digging, if I, or like the Bible says, if you search, you will find. You just keep going at it, and you keep following your dreams. Eventually, you'll get to where you need to go. And failure is just a part of is on the path to success.
Yeah,
Only way you
actually,
fail- the only way you fail is when you quit. So yeah,
yeah,
that's it.
that's definitely failure should always be your response to say you didn't fail, you just found another way it didn't work.
Hmm.
That's what it is. And then also when you succeed, always remember to never look down on someone. The only time you look down on someone is when you're helping them up.
Hmm.
That's it. You should never look down on someone because we are all equally deserving of
And,
dignity and
and
respect.
everybody has a different path. Everybody, like, for example, I know that my uncle, he started when he was super young, like really, really young, and he didn't get his break until his late 40s.
Mhm.
And so, obviously we want to get there as soon as possible, but that was his path. That was his story, and it just goes to show that, what, and he traveled the world several different times. He toured the world many, many times. And so, not to compare yourself, but obviously you learn from other people's lives that, what, hey, it may not take you 10 years, it may take you 20, it may take you 40, it may take you 50, you know what I mean? And so you just never know where your sweet spot is going to be, so you just keep
I,
on going.
I I can't wait 50 years, girl. I'll be dust by then. David Vela says, wow, Indio, beautiful vocals. My first time hearing her sing Keep Shining Margarita. I told you she was awesome, didn't I? I know what I'm talking about. I don't lie. See, great vocals. Cristalina says, way to go, Margarita. Love it. There you
Oh,
go. George says, hey, saludos, Indio. Everyone, Freestar Cartel in the building. Yes, definitely, brother. I'm telling you. La Joya is in the house. Hey, how you doing, girlfriend? She says, hola, Margie Fender. I interviewed you at the gala. Yes, you
yes.
did. Yes, she did. She did it for somebody else, and she works for Q Radio, but she did it for somebody. Traitor. No, just kidding. Just kidding. Wow. No, Freddie Fender's not daughter, niece. I'm sorry. Did I say daughter? I thought I said niece.
Hold on, I gotta take a screenshot. Go put that one back on.
Okay, I will. Hold on. There it is.
There. Awesome. Okay. I'm starstruck. No, because
B
I'm
says,
a fan. We binge watch The Chosen, and every time it comes on, we're always
see, Dave.
watching it. Yeah, because
Well,
because of the fact that throughout my life, we go through different trials and errors, but it's for a reason, and it's because had I not gone through a horrible marriage or whatever, I wouldn't have
mhm.
been molded to the person that I am now, and I feel like that was my refining moments to where my faith has I mean, I came out of that whole situation with on fire for God, on fire for learning and just continuing to search and have a better, more powerful relationship with my Lord and Savior.
Yeah, well, I mean, the wonderful thing is that er, okay, so don't get mad at me, guys, but this is me. I am a believer. I do pray to the creators. So let's keep that in mind. But I do believe that our experiences are very individual. Uh, that,
Exactly.
and it's an individual relationship. It is
Mm-hmm.
not a whole thing. I don't believe in forcing other people to either hear or adhere to any formulation. In other words, I don't believe that, hey, they need to pray like me,
Mm-hmm.
or they need to follow me, or they need to do what I do. That's insane. That doesn't even make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we can do it as a congregation together. Yes, we can be a part of a faith together. But when you start taking away the one thing that God gave us, which is free will, He did not give us free will to take other people's free will away. He gave everybody free will, the believers and the non believers. So let's
Choose wisely.
use that.
Choose wisely.
Yes. So that is why we should celebrate that and
Mhm.
help increase that. And how do we change the things that we can change? You know, the only way we can do it is with love, showing them what the love that we have for the Lord, for each other, for our children. That's how we change it.
Mhm.
We have laws against murder. That's not working. But if we show love for our brother, that'll soften the heart. And then they'll say, you know what? I don't need this hate.
Right.
We have laws against abortion. That's not working. But if we show love for our children, they will see what beautiful love is with children.
Mhm.
See how that works?
Yep.
That's my piece. So don't get mad. That's my piece. Sorry. She says, Borredo, hello. Let's see here. Jerry Yanis. I can't say aguacate. There you go.
That's his
Awesome
nickname.
job, Margarita. Jerry. Awesome job. I'm messing it up so bad. David Vela says, thank you, Hoya. Got late. Yeah, well, I loved Freddie's music. I did
Oh,
too. Yes, I did. And I stopped drinking so long ago. And I can still sing the songs, believe it or not, even though I used to think the only way I could sing it was drunk. But I can sing them now. So that's not true. La Joya says, hello, everyone. Show the love by clicking those hearts and liking. Thank you, Hoya. That's nice. That's so sweet. Valdemar Huerta and Margarita Huerta.
yes.
Yeah.
That's my uncle. Yeah.
I don't know who that is. But no, that's cool.
Valdemar Huerta is Freddie Fender.
Oh,
That's
sorry.
his real
His real name. Yeah, his real name.
first
Yeah.
name.
It has to sit there and kind of settle. I'm trying to get everything, and I'm a mess today. I'm sorry. Actually, I just got in this morning or this afternoon. I was in San Antonio and I left San Antonio midday, and I got here like 2 hours ago. So I haven't had any rest whatsoever.
Oh my goodness, you had a long
Yeah,
day.
I've had a long weekend, and
Well, if you ever want to buy a house in San Antonio, give me a call.
by the way, if you want to buy a house in San Antonio, you can go ahead and look up Margie Fender. She is a realtor are you in San Antonio, right?
San Antonio and in the Valley.
And in the Valley. So,
and Corpus Christi. I'll drive wherever.
Your license is for Texas, though.
For all of Texas. As a matter of fact,
all of Texas.
Yes, I was able to help one of my clients in Del Rio. I've been to San Antonio, Corpus Christi, the Valley. So I'm pretty much all over.
I will tell you this. For a realtor, the reason you want to have a good realtor, somebody that can help you out, is because of this. There's so many small little things that you have to watch out for, that you have to make sure that are covered in what it is that you're looking for. It has to be tailored to you. And you have to understand, it's not about, can I afford this? It's more about, should you buy this to fit within your framework of your life? Because this is going to be 30 years of your life.
It's a big commitment.
So you need, huh?
It's a big commitment.
Yeah, it's a huge commitment. I mean, I have friends that have never been with anyone for 30 years. So,
yeah,
I have 4 cars the past 5 years. Talk about commitment issues. That's hard.
What's pretty cool is that, like, what I've learned, and I've been doing this for the past 10 years. I buy a house, fix it up, and I sell it. and the profit that you get from buying and having it your like permanent resident. If you're residency, you live in it for 2 years, you fix it up, live in it for 2 years, and then you sell it, and you don't have to pay taxes on that profit because it was your primary home. And whereas you can also buy a house one every year, you fix it up, and that profit or that those expenses, you can expense them at the end of the year for the following year for taxes. So there's just so many benefits on buying, either your permanent home. And then here's another thing, like you buy a home, you live in it, you fix it, live in it, or you don't even have to fix it, but you live in it for 2 years and you make a profit out of it when you sell it. Then you go buy another house, and you buy another house every 2 years. By the time you know it, you end up with a free house, and you don't have to end up paying those 30-year mortgages, because it's a lot of interest. It's a big major commitment. But the thing is that like when you're renting, you're paying somebody else's mortgage. You might as well pay your own mortgage.
Correct.
So those things get me excited because I get to help people, and it's just, I really, really like what I do. I love my job. I love the fact that I'm able to talk to people and help them out, because like you said, there's so many different documents. There's so many different ways for you to secure, in your best interest in a transaction. And so that's what I love to do.
And here's another side to it on real estate. The greatest way to share profit, to give heritage, generational wealth, is through your real estate.
Mm-hmm.
When you pass down your house to your children, because that is how generational wealth begins.
Mm-hmm.
And that has been denied to everyone. If you are of color, if you are Black, Hispanic, Asian, it doesn't matter. If you are not white, you have been denied this up until the late 70s, blatantly, because we had red line districts. Red line districts were that banks voluntarily did not offer loans for housing in certain districts if you were not white.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they were called red line districts. The only places that you could buy homes was in the inner cities, and those were being taken up by the city because they were building roads.
Mm-hmm.
For cars, for the people that had cars, who had houses, who had wealth.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how they keep the poor poor. So getting into a house, that's something you can build to your kids, and that way they can build up their generational wealth. It's something that you can leave behind
Mm-hmm.
and build it up, because you were denied. You're still denied today. There's laws on the books right now that prevent people from getting loans because of who they are, not because they cannot do it, but because of who they are. And that needs to stop. But if the right person helps you out, they can present it the correct way, because there's always going to be something. You can't buy a gun if you're a felon. You can't vote if you're a felon. There's always different things that we have to help each other out. But all of this is part of knowledge. This is all part of what we need to help each other with. If we have knowledge, we have to share it with each other so that we can make those things, we can make the decisions that are right for us as a people. And it's not, I'm not hating white people. Don't get me wrong. That's not what I'm hating. What I'm saying is the system is designed that way. It's
Mm-hmm.
always been that way, but we don't have to accept it. Those were those days. It's changed now. Now we have the ability to do everything.
Mm-hmm.
Go out and do it. There's no reason why you can't. None whatsoever. Just do because you can.
Mm-hmm.
Roxanne Ruiz says, hello, Indio, from Houston, Texas. Thank you so very much for joining us in Houston. La Joya says, hi, Norma Salazar. And David, y'all guys are talking amongst yourselves, and there's so many things in here. We help each other out. Indio, yes, we do. Says Hoya. Yes, we do. We do help each other out. But you were helping them, not me. Just kidding. It's fine. Hoya says, Indio, remind the people of signing up for the free tickets for Tejano Explosion this weekend from Talk, Trucks, and Trends. The message, the name, Cuvo Radio FM. on Facebook and send it to her messenger. Yes, we're giving away 4 pairs of tickets, two pairs of tickets for Friday and 2 pairs of tickets for Saturday. The lineup has changed because the two Saturday and Sunday were canceled this past weekend. So now they've moved everything over. We got Elsa Garcia is singing on Friday now. I mean, there's so many different people. I have a new schedule up. So go out there and help them out. That's really cool. Your mustache is too long. You can't talk. Alamo. That's right. That's what it is. Yo, guys, there's so many in here. I can't read them all. But let's go ahead and take another listen to another song, Piquito de Oro, because of the fact that you mentioned it earlier today. And it's a classic. It's a good song. But I love the video. There's so many smiles in this thing. It's so catchy. And I love what you did with it. And it's just, I don't know, it just makes me smile just watching it. It's just like,
we had a really good time. I think that's what's being contagious is the fact that we were all just having so much fun. We filmed that video in Cabo San Lucas, and so we just had an amazing time. And we brought out our phones and we just started recording, and we made the video.
Yeah, I filmed a video that's really like that when I was on vacation in Puerto Backyardo, and just. Sorry, it's right next to Porto Living Room. Anyway, we can do the photo from Margie Fender. Here it is, Margie Fender, Piquito de Oro, right here.
Yo tengo un amorcito que lo quiero más que a mi vida. Por él me muero y sabe bien que es mi consentido. A él le digo con cariño mi piquito de oro. Le gusta que lo bese, que le diga mi lindo tesoro. Ahí viene mi piquito de oro. Ahí viene a darme sus amores. Ahí viene mi piquito de oro, ahí viene mi lindo tesoro. Vente pa' acá, mi tesoro. ¡Mua! ¡Mua! Yo tengo un amorcito que lo quiero más que a mi vida. Por él me muero y sabe bien que es mi consentido. A él le digo con cariño mi piquito de oro. Le gusta que lo bese, que le diga mi lindo tesoro. Ahí viene mi piquito de oro. Ahí viene a darme sus amores. Ahí viene mi piquito de oro. Ahí viene mi lindo tesoro. Yo tengo un amorcito que lo quiero más que a mi vida. Por él me muero y sabe bien que es mi consentido. A él le digo con cariño mi piquito de oro. Le gusta que lo bese, que le diga mi lindo tesoro. Ahí viene mi piquito de oro. Ahí viene a darme sus amores. Ahí viene mi piquito de oro. Ahí viene mi lindo tesoro.
It was fun. I mean, it makes me laugh because y'all are. It's it's a fun video. I mean, it's wonderful when you don't take yourself seriously and just enjoy who you are and having fun with your friends. You know,
Exactly.
that's really awesome. I think we should all just we all need to be able to spend some time on ourselves. I think we spend a lot of, especially females. Your mothers, y'all spend so much time taking care of your kids, taking care of your husbands, excuse me, your significant others. You have to take some time to spend some time on yourself,
Mm.
because you are important. And you guys out there, take time to say thank you. Appreciate all the hard work that they do. um, I feel embarrassed admitting the fact that I used to say all the time, when I was in the military, when I was in the army, when I was in the military. I was never in the military. We were in the military, because if I didn't have a good, stable home to come back to after all that chaos, I don't think I would have been able to do it.
Mm.
So
And thank you for your service, by the way.
oh yeah, well, thank you. That wasn't the point. I was just saying, women make the world go round, and
Mm.
we should take care of each other. So, and Vivian says, "Hola, Margie. God bless you with your musical talent and your real estate career."
Awesome. Yes.
Yeah, there you go. And so Roxanne Reese says, "I know I'm getting ready to head your way." Okay, well, welcome. I don't know what she's talking about. Rick Valderrama, good friend of the show. Saludos, he says. I'm sorry I missed you, Rick. I wanted to spend some time with you, but I do know this. Rick's got a new music video and a new song. The song is superb. I love it. He's a master of vocals. He does the duet to the three to the two, and the music video is it's all AI and it's wonderful. It's way ahead of its game. It's definitely something that's awesome. So go ahead and check it out. Um, David Vela says, "Yeah, ready for whatever." I don't know. I'm missing. I'm sorry. I'm only catching some of. There's a lot of them that are coming in. I'm just catching them as they go. Roxanne, she's got some dancing. David Villa says, "Keep rocking it." Definitely. Vivian says, "Margarita Fender, great song and vocals, great video as well." And
Oh,
Roxanne
thank
says,
you.
"She's killing it. She's killing it." Yes, she is. Danny says, "Margie Fender, do you still play your violin?"
I haven't in a long time. I say
You're a fiddle player.
used to be in the mariachi for several years in Corpus Christi. I started in high school, and so yeah, I learned how to play the violin, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. But no, I haven't played it in a long time, especially now that I have nails. I need to go back to it.
You know what? I was at the Sonidos Tejano, the UTSA Sonidos Tejano in San Antonio on Wednesday, I believe. And it's Shelly Lares, and UTSA. They put this whole event and everything else, Little Joe and Rumer Ramos and a bunch of people, and it was really awesome. And Patsy Torres, Dr. Patsy Torres came out and she played her trumpet. And
Wow.
she is so excellent at it. And I was pretty proud of myself that I was one of the few people that knew that she did play the trumpet. And I actually gave away a CD for people that were able to know that. So if you know a secret something about Margie and want to share it, not a secret bad thing, a good thing, of course, I will send you her latest single. And Margie, what's your latest album? When was your last album?
I haven't recorded an actual album. I've just been recording songs and releasing them as singles.
Well, then I'll send my favorite album of yours to you. So go ahead and put your I want
And
the
you know what? I found some cassettes from
Did you?
from my very first CD album, I guess, that I recorded. I found CDs from one of them, and I found cassettes from the very first one. So that was cool.
What is that? You remember this one?
Oh my God, you got a cassette.
Yes,
I
I do.
don't have that one.
I told you I was a fan, girlfriend.
Wow.
And hold on, let me see what else I got here. I took pictures of it because I didn't have any pictures of you, so
Uh-huh.
I had screenshots of stuff and some of your old. Oh, remember this?
Your face. Oh yes.
Yeah.
2002. Wow.
And I got. Hold on, I think I have one more. I'm gonna share one more. Yes, I know she's my crush. Leave me alone. Um, this one. This is a CD.
Ah, Margarita. That was a good one. That one was a fun CD.
You had a lot of good music. You needed to release it. And I have a show on Sundays. It's called "Should Have Been a Bigger Hit," where I play music from artists of their albums that did not get released.
Yeah.
Because back in the day, you remember it was only like 2 or 3 songs. You did a whole 12 songs or 10 songs, but you would only release 2 or 3 songs,
Hmm.
and that's it.
Yeah, they used to call those songs filler songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I would listen to all of them, and I always had the songs that I really did like. And that's what I play. And people are like, "Oh my gosh, that's Shelly?" And I was like, "Yeah, third
Yeah.
album.
Oh, hi,
Check."
Marina. Look, Marina's watching from.
Marina Morales, a beautiful, fun video. Blessings. Yeah. Marina. See, I told you I was gonna. Oh, I didn't tell you. I had dinner with her. She's an awesome person,
Oh,
and
yes. She's such an
she's
angel.
just, yeah, she's a sweetheart, and a true person that I enjoy having as a friend. So it's pretty cool. Felipe Leal, how are you doing, my good friend? Saludos, everyone. Felipe, let us know who you're going to be interviewing soon. He's got the Tejano Time podcast, and he's just tearing it up, just doing a wonderful job. It's awesome, and let us know who you're interviewing so that we can share it. So people can go, and not during my show, but during, yeah, just kidding. I mean, I don't care. It's we are doing the same thing, and the only way we can keep help each other is, I mean, the only way we can level up is
Well, there's
together.
only 7 days in the week, and there's a bunch of podcasts. And so, yeah, everybody's competing for that Wednesday night or,
I don't I
Thursday
don't
night.
have I don't bother. I mean, I I just
But
want to
Monday
do what I
nights
do.
are good.
Huh?
Monday nights are good.
I just like sharing the news and information and sharing the new music with everyone. I believe that music needs to be heard. Music is not milk. It doesn't have an expiration date. It doesn't have it doesn't go bad. Good music is good music, and that's all there is to it. We just need to have an understanding that music needs to evolve. It needs to be new. I do love Margarita from Margarita days, capital EMI days, but I love what you do now, and I was a fan then, and I'm a fan now. And so there's a true fan will follow you,
And
you
I
know.
thank you for that. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, that's what we should do. We should because of the situation with music now, it's so hard to do it in the music industry this day. We should understand how hard it is for artists to get their music out there and
You know,
appreciate the hard work and efforts that they put in it.
one of the coolest projects that I worked on was, I don't know if you, maybe you did, if you listened to or you found out about Tejanas Unidas en Cristo.
Yes.
We got together, Geneva out of the Valley. She's a recording artist, and she put together 25 female
Hmm.
singers, and you can find that song on YouTube. It was an amazing experience, an amazing show. I mean, amazing song, and we also did a video for it. And so, because of that project, I have a TV show called the Margarita Fender Show that airs on Sundays here in the Valley.
Sneaky, sneaky. You wanted to put that in there, didn't you?
Well, because it keeps me on the other side of the camera. Now I get to interview other artists, and so it's just another what is it? What do they call it? Like a spin-off
Yeah.
of what I've been doing for the past several years since the 90s. So I love what I do. I love how everything just comes around full circle, and meeting these girls. There's so much talent out there.
Definitely.
but like you said, we need more exposure. We need more different avenues. And now it's great with internet, with actual radio. There's a lot of different places for us to expose our music and to reach to the people that are the fans that are out listening to our music.
Yes, and actually, we did talk about this earlier, so it's not that sneaky. So we were actually talking about it before. But if you want to follow Margie Fender's show, it airs on Sundays, right?
It airs
Uh,
on Sundays, and then I upload it to YouTube channel that's called the Margarita Fender Show.
so
So I've already,
yeah, if you
yeah,
want to go to her YouTube channel, check it out.
yeah.
What? There's the QR code. Oh my God. It was like it was already set up. Yes, it was. So there's a QR code to go and watch Margarita Fender show on YouTube. That's a YouTube channel. So click on it so that way you can go and watch her show. It's pretty awesome. I've already watched it. The only bad thing I have to say about it, I'm not in any one of those things. I'm sorry. I just who am
We
I?
need to add you on there for sure.
No. I'm nobody. I'm picking on you. Don't listen to me. But go out and watch your show. It's very entertaining. Uh, One of the things that's wonderful is you have a different perspective on things, and that's what we need. More vision. We shouldn't have a tunnel vision. We should have more vision, different perspectives on different ideas that helps us be more worldly and be better understanding, because we can say things that could be offensive to other people and not even know that we're offending them, because we have a single mind, a single, we need to be able to be more worldly. And your show's a really good show. It's a really good show. And I'm happy that you're doing it. And I'm glad. I'm a little nervous because, obviously you're going to get more people because you're beautiful and I'm not. But it's pretty awesome. I like it. So go ahead and check out Margie Fender's show. Watch it on Sundays. Where can we watch it on Sundays?
On channel 5.2, Somos el Valle.
See? That one.
Or on YouTube.
Or on YouTube. Catch it on YouTube. She's got all of them. You've got quite a few shows on YouTube. Uh,
Yes.
um, so go out, and she talks to a lot of different people. She gives a lot of people a lot of space. So, go and check it out. Give everyone the opportunity to, just check it out. You may become a new fan like I am. See? Cristalina says, hey, my favorite song is Ya que puedo hacer ya.
¿Y qué puedo hacer ya? No puedo respirar. Te entregué mi amor y mi alma y mi piel. Tedito. I forgot the words.
It's your song, woman. I never ask people to sing because I don't know what your day was like, and we already talked about that. It's difficult, because there's all kinds of factors that factor your voice and stuff like
What's
that.
funny is that, like, for example, you're talking about that, but whenever we have performances, it doesn't matter who died that day or what happened. Your focus is on the actual package of the performance. So it's hard because we have to pretend we have to focus on the song and the delivery because somebody paid good money to watch your show, or just to give you the time of day to watch you do what you love to do. And so it doesn't matter what happens in the background. We have to give our 100% at that moment in time. And it's hard because we go through things. We go through stuff that happens on the road, or people pass away, or we're going through a bad divorce, marriage, whatever, the kids, all these different things that happen behind the scenes. But when we get on stage, we have to be focused, and it's difficult, but yeah, it's something that we have to do.
Yeah, most definitely. And it's unfortunate that, we have that expectation as fans. We have that expectation. And the reality is that, then it's, oh, well, she's a diva or whatever and whatnot, without realizing there's a lot of impact that goes in there, and, but hopefully with interviews like this, they get to understand who you are and get to know you better. And then they can say, oh, I like that song because of this show. Indio kind of let me know. Vivian Chavez says music is good for our soul, Indio. Yes, it is. I've already I share the reason I started this show was music was what calmed the noise, the chaos when I was in the military. It was music. And that's what brought me home because music can you it allows you to smell, remember the smells, remember the sounds, remember the taste, remember the feeling,
Mhm.
remember the touch. Let me ask you this: have you ever thought about the fact that all of your songs that you put out, you know people are going to have their first dance to your songs, they're going to have their first kiss to your songs, they're going to dedicate your song to each other, you
Mhm.
know have that ever crossed your mind?
It has, and actually, I did meet one of my friends from San Antonio, and he said, "Bumper." I know you probably know Bumper, but he said that when he was in Florida, I was performing in Florida, and his wife they went to a concert, one of my concerts, and one of the songs that I sang was "Mientras me vaya," and that was her favorite song, and so it was like it's part of their story of when they met and all that. So
Mhm.
that's pretty cool that I was able to be a little bit of a little part in their love story.
Yeah, and it's wonderful, and that's the gift that you give us. Sharing your love for music and sharing your gift. That's what comes to us, and we should appreciate that. And that's really wonderful. Danny says, "Hey, something you may not know about Margie Fender. The name of the super mariachi she played the violin was Mariachi del
Yeah.
Cielo." Ooh, in CCTX. Mi tío Chino Salinas was the lead vocalist.
Yeah, those were some great times being in the mariachi. I was a vocalist and I was a mariachi player, and and what I really remember about those times was Mother's Day, the
Yeah.
serenatas, and the being. We had no GPS at the time, so I don't know how we did it, but
I,
we had no cell phones.
I
So
do. You were like this. Okay, mira, let's
we're gonna go here first, guys, and then we're gonna
hey,
go here.
you're
Don't
holding it upside down, stupid. Oh, sorry. You take a left, not a right. It's like is
Yeah,
Ronald McNally. That's what it was. Ronald
grand.
McNally. Rand McNally. There you go. Rand McNally.
Yeah,
Definitely.
so those are some really good times in Corpus being in Mariachi del Cielo.
That's crazy. See, a lot of people coming out from the. You know what? Let me share another song with you. This is a song that I really really love. That Margarita did, and I've already told her that I was going to play this song, and she gave me one of those. "Mm," and I thought she would be happy because it's my favorite song. But
Which
eh.
one?
Well, I'm going to play it now. You don't have a choice because I'm going to play it. So it's a great song. Te juro. It's
Okay, yes, my very first single of all time.
well, it's just because of the fact that if you listen to this song and listen to where she's at now, you can see the growth in her music. But if you really pay attention, you can actually see how much talent she had when she first started out. And that's why I say she was very underappreciated because she had so much talent. And if I were her manager, I would have moved her in a totally different direction because I don't think you got your flowers, girlfriend. I think you deserve to be in a whole different stratosphere. You know what I'm saying? And that's from me to you. I really do believe you have great immense talent that hasn't been appreciated the right way. So here is Te Juro from Margarita Margie Fender. So there you go.
Cuando me miro en tus ojos, pienso que me quieres. Cuando sonríes conmigo, pienso que me amas. Y cuando das un suspiro, creo que es por mí. Creo que estoy empezando a enamorarme de ti. Te juro que si me quieres, te voy a me quieres. Cuando sonríes conmigo, pienso que me amas. Y cuando das un suspiro, creo que es por mí. Creo que estoy empezando a enamorarme de ti. Te juro que si me quieres, te voy a subir al cielo. Con un solo beso vas a saber lo que siento. Te juro que si me quieres, voy a perderme en tu cuerpo. Te juro que si me quieres, voy a pecar por completo. Si me dejas quererte, yo te juro amarte para siempre. Cuando me miro en tus ojos, pienso que me quieres. Cuando sonríes conmigo, pienso que me amas. Y cuando das un suspiro, creo que es por mí. Creo que estoy empezando a enamorarme de ti. Cuando me miro en tus ojos, pienso que me quieres. Cuando sonríes conmigo, pienso que me amas. Y cuando das un suspiro, creo que es por mí. Creo que estoy empezando a enamorarme de ti. Cuando me miro en tus ojos, pienso que me quieres. Cuando sonríes conmigo, pienso que me amas. Y cuando das un suspiro, creo.
Yay!
So
See?
many good memories. It brings up a lot of good, great memories.
Yeah, well, I mean, that song, what I love about it is it gave you like there are parts in there where you got to sing like really, you got to hold the note and everything
Mhm.
else.
You know,
And
I
that was
don't.
that's what I saw in your live show. You see what
Yeah,
I'm saying? And I
yeah,
didn't get to see that. I mean, you saw the little touches and I'm like, where's more of that? Where's more of the vocal range that you have? Where's more of the creativity that you have?
yeah.
And it was frustrating for somebody who admired what you were able to do live. And that's where I'm at, and
Hmm.
and you know I think you're just a wonderful talent, and I know you did several albums after. I have not all of them, but I have most of them. But that's just one of the things that's my observation, and but I truly appreciate all the hard work that you've done. Oh my gosh,
Thank
and
you.
it's really awesome. Vivian says, "Wow, wow, Margarita Fender, just wow, your musical talent is amazing." And she was so young when you did that. Uh, uh, and you don't look a day older. So there you go.
I think I was about 17 or 18 when I recorded that video.
Mhm.
And actually the when I recorded the album. So yeah, I was pretty young back then, and it's just amazing how time flies. And honestly, I'm just very grateful that I survived all those years of transitions and all those years of we survived COVID, we survived all kinds of things, and so what doesn't kill us makes us stronger. And so I'm just very grateful to wake up every morning and to live my best life.
Was that actor your boyfriend or just an actor?
He was a model. I
He
didn't even know
was
his name.
he was the model. Oh,
I just said I want a guy with muscles, and they found one.
just a guy with muscles. I think that's just like me when I pray to God.
I
Help
told him,
me, and he's like, "No, you." No, just kidding.
I said I want one that looks like Oscar de la Hoya.
Really, Oscar de la Hoya. He's Oscar de la Hoya. Just sorry. He's. I guess you know what? He is a handsome man. I mean, even now, after all those years of boxing, his face hasn't distorted or anything else. It still
Yeah,
looks.
I know, it's amazing.
Yeah, he looks good. He looks really. You know who really pissed me off was uh, uh, that Ricky, the guy who does she bangs.
Ricky Martin.
Ricky Martin. Oh my gosh. When I saw him doing the Bad Bunny, I was like, that's Ricky Martin. I'm gonna punch him in the nose because he's like 2 years older than me and looks like he's 20.
I
Oh my
know.
gosh,
Yeah.
handsome. Oh my gosh, is he handsome? And
If
I was
they
like,
or they say no, you're not poor. I mean, you're not ugly. You're just poor because they have all the money to do whatever it is they gotta do
poor.
to make. You're not
No,
ugly. You're just poor.
no, I tell everybody, drink up. I'm so much better looking when you're drunk. Just that's the way.
Coyote ugly.
All right. That's what it is. Hey, by the way, if you want to get a hold of Margie and find out some more information, if you want to, you can go to not only just follow her on her Margie Fender show, but she also has Facebook. You can go ahead and check her out on her Facebook. And it's right there. Margie, Facebook. See that? It's a different picture. It's a different one. It's a
Yeah.
different one, you know. But go ahead and the way we can do it. The only way we can do it is support is to go to their shows and buy their merch, buy the music from Margie herself. Don't streaming is cool. Don't get me wrong. It's just that it's better that you buy the music from the artist because it goes directly to them. Streaming, they only get like 0.004 cents per stream, and it sucks. But if you buy it from them, they get more money that way. Now, if you're listening to Kivo Radio on the app, or if you're listening to it on the website, you will see an add to cart button that's on there. You can go ahead and click on the add to cart button. It'll take you to Apple Music.
Want me to tell you what's even better? I can tell you what's even better.
Mhm.
You can put my Cash App QR code there. That's even better.
You didn't give it to me, girlfriend.
I'm kidding.
I would have, but you didn't. No, if you see the add to cart button, it'll take you to Apple Music. You can buy her song or all of her music. Excuse me, all of her music there. I don't make any money from that transaction, but because I participate in the program, I do get a discount on my licenses. I am a fully accredited radio station, ASCAP, BMI, ESEC, and SOCOR. So, with that being said, if you are an artist or a band and you want your music to be heard on Down Radio, on QVO Radio FM, send it in to admin at QVO Radio. It needs two things. It needs to be recorded at industry standards. If you don't know what it is, DM me and I'll let you know. And the second thing, it needs to have an ISRC code. That's for you, so that way you can collect your royalties. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So, Margie, we've come to the point where you get to say your shout outs, your thank yous, your watch out, and where you're going to be performing and everything else. So it's all you, girlfriend. I'm going to just drop out and you can go ahead and have control. I'm going to leave up the QR code because people are already scanning it. So it's
Awesome. Yes, awesome. Yes. So thank you so much, everybody, for continuing to, support our music and support what we do, what we love to do. We're always out performing. Be sure to not only support me, but all the other artists that are out there. We do this out of the goodness of our heart, but we love it. And obviously we do appreciate, all of everybody's attendance to our shows and to our Facebook pages and to our Instagrams and the TikToks and everything. And so, definitely if you're in the area, in the Valley area, or even in San Antonio, give me a call. Let me know. Let's connect. Whether it's because of the music or whether it's because you need to buy a home or you need to sell something, sell a home, just let me know. I'm definitely here and ready to help anybody who's out there. Be sure to catch the Margarita Fender show, the previous shows on YouTube, and just let's keep in touch. And if you have a special song that you want me to record, I may be able to get a producer to record it, and we'll make some good music.
There you go. Let me see. And so she's like, that's it. No, it's wonderful. That's great.
And also one more thing, I want to make a shout out to my band who's eagerly waiting to get back on the road. My husband, Tom Fender, he's my bass player, and he's also my camera guy, whether it's where we're making videos, music videos, or when we're taking videos of houses on some virtual tours. And so he's my what is it?
Videographer.
my everything. He's my
Your,
everything.
your videographer. Vivian Chavez, thank you so very much for the compliment. She says, great interview. Well, it's easy when I have one of my crushes there was Margarita. You know who my other crush is? Patsy Torres.
Ah.
And I told her this, and she's like, I don't remember. And I was like, sweetheart, the first time I met Patsy, I was told, that's Patsy Torres over there. Here's, because it was at the at the Tejano Music Awards, and they gave me a list of questions. Here's some questions. Go ask her. And I was like, okay, since you like her so much, go and ask her. And I was like, okay. And I walked over there, and I'm like, and I tapped her on the shoulder, and she turns around. She's like, hi. And I was like, hi. No questions. Just walked away. I was so smooth back then. It was just amazing. And she laughs every time I tell that story. God bless you and yours, Indio. Thank you so very much, Vivian, and God bless you. Thank you so very much. Lisa, it's a true story. It really did happen. Lisa Trevino says, great interview with Margie. Indio, thank you so very much. God bless each and every one of you, and thank that we're tuning in. Thank you so very much. And Gavino as well. God, great interview. Thank you, guys. I really do appreciate it. Margie, thank you so very much. I really do appreciate you being here, sweetheart. I hope we covered everything that you wanted to cover. And if not, then you're welcome to come back. This is your home. You can come back anytime that you want to spread some more joy and just listen to me rant and rave about how wonderful you are. And in all the wonderful music that you put out, and hopefully we can play some of the music that we weren't able to play today, and some of the music that you were talking about, that, like your Christian music, because good music needs to be heard. That's all it is to it. Just good music. And I don't have an offense to playing Christian music at all. Music is music to me. As long as it touches the heart, that's all that really matters. And that's it. And so, Margie, if you could just stick around just a little bit after the show so that we could take care of some radio business. With that being said, to each and every one of you that joined us today, thank you so very much, each and every one of you. But if today was a bad day, if you did not have a good day today, just remember that every day planes take off against the wind. You are loved. You matter. God bless you. And we'll see you next time. We'll see you on Monday. And y'all have a good one. Hasta luego. And that's Margie Fender, the one and only Margarita Fender. Thank you so very much for joining us. I'm Indio here on Cuba Radio. And with that, we're going to leave you with Me Fui Sin Decir Adios. She broke my heart. She broke my heart, man. Margarita Fender. We'll see you next time, guys.
Pero no supe valorar lo que la vida regaló. Mi ignorancia fue el error que demoró nuestro amor. Te hice un mal, lo sé muy bien, perdóname mi amor. Pero si vuelves otra vez, te juro yo que nada será igual, porque solo me engaño. Decir que no extraño el sentir de tu piel, tus caricias de miel. Me pongo a fingir tenerte junto a mí, es tu calor que hace falta en mi corazón, porque me fui sin decir adiós. Perdóname mi amor, porque me fui sin decir adiós. Sé que me aproveché, pero nunca fui infiel. Te dañé el corazón, sé que fue un gran error, y el precio de mi culpa es sufrir este dolor. Mi ignorancia fue el error que demoró nuestro amor. Te hice mal, lo sé muy bien, perdóname mi amor. Pero si vuelves otra vez, te juro yo que nada será igual, porque solo me engaño. junto a mí, me hace falta tu amor. Porque solo me engaño, decir que no extraño el sentir de tu piel, tus caricias de miel. Me pongo a fingir tenerte junto a mí, es tu calor que hace falta en mi corazón. Porque me fui